Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita as it is. By His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the introduction to Bhagavad Gita as it is, page number 25. The forgetful living entities or conditioned soul have forgotten their relationship with the Supreme Lord, and they are engrossed in thinking of material activities. Just to transfer their thinking power to the spiritual sky, Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa has given a great number of Vedic literatures. First, he divided the Vedas into 4, then he explained them in the Puranas, and for the less capable people, he wrote the Mahabharata. In the Mahabharata, there is given the Bhagavad Gita. Then, all Vedic literatures is summarized in the Vedanta Sutra. And for future guidance, he gave a natural commentation on the Vedanta Sutra called Srimad Bhagavatam. We must always engage our minds in reading these Vedic literatures. Just as materialists engage their mind in reading newspapers, magazines, and so many materialistic literatures, we must transfer our reading to these literatures which are given to us by Vyasadeva. In that way, it will be possible for us to remember the Supreme Lord at the time of death. That is the only way suggested by the Lord, and He guarantees the result. There is no doubt. Unquote. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhya mayyarpita mano buddhir mam evaishyasya samshaya. Quote, therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time continue your prescribed duty of fighting with your activities dedicated to me, and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. Bhagavad Gita chapter number 8 verse number 7. He does not advise Arjuna to simply remember him and give up his occupation. No, the Lord never suggests anything impractical. In this material world, in order to maintain the body, one has to work. Human society is divided according to work into 4 divisions of social order: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. The Brahmana class or intelligent class is working in one way. The Kshatriya or administrative class is working in another way. And the mercantile class and the laborers are all tending to their specific duties. In the human society, whether one is a laborer, merchant, administrator, or farmer, or even if one belongs to the highest class and is a literary man, a scientist, or a theologian, he has to work in order to maintain his existence. The Lord therefore tells Arjuna that he need not give up his occupation. But while he is engaged in his occupation, he should remember Krishna. Mam anusmara. If he does not practice remembering Krishna while he is struggling for existence, then it will not be possible for him to remember Krishna at the time of death. Lord Chaitanya also advised this. He says, Kirtaniya Sadahari. One should practice chanting the names of Lord always. The names of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. So Lord Krishna's instructions to Arjuna to remember me and Lord Chaitanya's instructions to always chant the names of Lord Krishna are the same instruction. There is no difference because Krishna and Krishna's name are non-different. In the absolute status, there is no difference between the reference and the referent. Therefore, we have to practice remembering the Lord always, 24 hours a day, by chanting His name and molding our life activities in such a way that we can remember Him always. That was page number 25 of the introduction to Bhagavad Gita. Now, here the main points discussed are that Vyasadeva, out of compassion for us, the humanity, has compiled the Vedas and divided it into different categories. He also composed Mahabharata for the less intelligent people. Now, the Vedas are very difficult to understand, and they are too much. Like there is a lot to be read in Vedas. So human beings in the Kali Yuga, which is the current yuga, have a short of time. Therefore, out of compassion, Veda Vyasa Maharshi has composed Mahabharata. Now, why is it said that it's for less intelligent people? Because we the people of Kali Yuga have very low intelligence. That's a fact. You see, there are 4 yugas. There's a Satya Yuga, there's a Treta Yuga, there's a Dwapar Yuga, and then there's a Kali Yuga. Each subsequent yugas, the power of the human being decreases. In their longevity decreases, their age span, the lifespan decreases, their intelligence, their strength, everything decreases. It is said in our scriptures. So in Kali Yuga, we human beings have very short lifespan. The maximum is taken to be 100. And we have low intelligence as compared to people of the previous yugas. In the previous yugas, people were so intelligent that they just had to read something once and it's all memorized instantly. Anyways, for the people of the Kali Yuga, Veda Vyas Maharshi has composed Mahabharata, and he has made it into an interesting narration. Like if you see the Bollywood movie which has masala in it, there is fight, there is dance, there is all kinds of drama in it. So the average mediocre people of the Kali Yuga are interested in such dramatic narrations. So Srila Veda Vyas composed Mahabharata, which has got all these masala in it, and in between, right in the middle of Mahabharata, he put Bhagawad Gita, so that while we enjoy, everybody, most 99% of the people enjoy Mahabharata. It's got very high TRP rating in the television. So the same interest is not given to Bhagavad Gita because it's very deep philosophy. So very wisely Veda Vyasa put Bhagavad Gita in the middle of Mahabharata, so that people who are anyway following the narrative of Mahabharata will be listening to Bhagavad Gita. So Srila Prabhupada is talking about that. And then again, it is discussed that the Lord is telling Arjuna to always think of me while you're doing your work. Now this is a key point of Gita. Do your prescribed duty, do your work, do your occupation. Krishna is never suggesting that leave everything and go into the forest and meditate. He doesn't say that. Whatever you're doing, do that. Even if you're a butcher, if you are if your job involves killing somebody, you're in the police, you're in the armed forces, you'll have to kill people. Even if you're doing that, that's okay. You will not get any sin if you remember me, as in Krishna. You remember Krishna and do your duty. That's the key point of the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is telling Arjuna the same thing. And remember me, Mam Anu Smara. And the same thing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, Kirtaniya Sadahari, which is always take the names of Sri Hari. The name of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. That is a key point. See, our name and we are different, right? if I call your name here, you will not be present here, you are somewhere else. But if you call the name of the Lord Sri Krishna, the Lord is immediately present there. His name and He are non-different. So these are the key points in the introduction, and we move on to the battlefield, where for the first time Lord Sri Krishna starts speaking. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So we were at the purport of this verse. I'll just repeat the verse once again. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutastva Kashmalamidam Vishame Samupastitam Anarya Jushtam Asvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna. So Krishna is chastising Arjuna and saying, how did these mental impurities come to you, my dear Arjuna? He addresses Arjuna as somebody who is who's very courageous and a great warrior like you. How did you become so weak suddenly? And then in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining the verse. So in the last verse, we did half of the purport. Now the rest of the purport. The Sanskrit word Bhagavan is explained by the great authority Parashara Muni, the father of Vyasadeva. The Supreme Personality who possesses all riches, all strength, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge and all renunciation is called Bhagavan. There are many persons who are very rich, very powerful, very beautiful, very famous, very learned and very much detached. But no one can claim that he possesses all riches. Only Krishna can claim this because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No living entity, including Brahma, Lord Shiva or Narayana, can possess opulences as fully as Krishna. Therefore, it is concluded in the Brahma Samhita by Lord Brahma himself that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one is equal to or above him. He is the primeval Lord or Bhagavan, known as Govinda, and he is the supreme cause of all causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. They quote, there are many personalities possessing the qualities of Bhagavan, but Krishna is the supreme because no one can excel him. He is the Supreme Person and his body is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. He is the primeval Lord Govinda and the cause of all causes, unquote. Brahma Samhita 5.1. In the Bhagavatam also there is a list of many incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna is described as the original personality of Godhead, from whom many incarnations and personalities of Godhead expand. Ite cham shakala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Quote, all the list of the incarnations of Godhead submitted herewith are either the plenary expansions or parts of the plenary expansions of the Supreme Godhead. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, unquote. Bhagavatam 1.3.28. I'll pause here and just discuss the paragraph that I read. So, why we say that Krishna is the Supreme Lord or Bhagavan? In order to qualify someone to be a Bhagavan, the supermost, above him there is nobody. Bhagavan means the supermost. In order to qualify someone to be called a Bhagavan, that person should have 6 qualities. And what are those 6 qualities? He should have supreme richness. There should be nobody who is more richer than him. He should be supremely beautiful. There's nobody else who is more beautiful than him. He should be supremely knowledgeable. There should be nobody who has more knowledge than him. He should be supremely famous. Nobody more famous than him. He should be supremely strong. Nobody more stronger than him. And he should be supremely renunciate or detached. So these are the 6 qualities. If anybody has all these 6 qualities in the superlative, then that person is qualified to be called a Bhagavan. In our world, we see that somebody is very rich, but that person is not beautiful. Or somebody is very beautiful, that person is not very intelligent, and so on. People have some qualities, but not all of the 6 qualities. Even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, even Lord Narayan and Lord Sri Ram, all of them don't have those 64 qualities that Sri Krishna has. So it is said that Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and nobody above him. In the Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma reinforces this. He says in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Sat Chit Ananda. Lord has got these complete Sat Chit Ananda, his Murti, Satchidananda Vigraha. His form has got Sat Chit Ananda. So all that together is Lord Krishna. So, and in Bhagavatam also, Bhagavatam is a supreme scriptural authority. In Bhagavatam also, many places, different incarnations of the Lord are mentioned, but except Krishna, none of the incarnations are complete. The incarnations can be part of the parts of the plenary expansions of the Supreme Lord. So Krishna expands himself into many incarnations: Narayana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Lord Sri Ram, Parashuram, Vamana, Varaha. All the incarnations are not complete as Lord Sri Krishna. So Lord Sri Krishna is the complete supreme personality of Godhead. So that is the purport of the we have not finished the purport of the second verse. There's still some left. But this shloka is very important. Therefore, Prabhupada has given a lengthy purport. So we will continue in the next video the rest of the purport. So I will stop at that. Hope you have benefited in some way. Hope you've understood something. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Please feel free to share with your friends and family. And please do subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for watching and listening. See you next time. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Till next time. Hare Krishna.